a mature adult who believes this new chapter in your life is the start of something exciting? Life after 50 is brimming with new opportunities. Welcome to Seniors Rule, Age Like a Warrior. Join your hosts Robin Clare and Rebecca Sears as they explore what it means to age like a warrior, taking control of your journey, embracing the challenges of aging with resilience, and making a positive impact on your life and the world around you. Get ready to shatter the stereotypes of aging and prove that seniors truly rule. It all starts now. Hello and welcome to Seniors Rule, Age Like a Warrior. I'm Robin Clare.
I'm Rebecca Sears.
And welcome. So today we're diving into an important topic, how to stay active and engaged in retirement, because really, let's be honest, retirement isn't the end. I have had more and more friends tell me that they're more busy now than they were when they were working. So we know it's not a time where you stop doing things. But what we'll be talking about today, I think, if we could summarize it, is what can we do to get the most bang for our time doing activities and also not doing things, staying quiet, things like that. So, Rebecca, what do you think is the biggest misconception that people have about retirement?
I think a lot of people assume that retirement means slowing down completely. But in reality, I think it's an opportunity to rediscover your passions, give back. I think continue to grow and learn as a human being. And in fact, some studies are showing that staying active can really help improve your mental and physical health. It also can help your, I think, the mental health piece of our lives, the feeling satisfied and connected to other people.
Yeah.
The CDC reports that regular exercise improves sleep, it lowers your anxiety, and they even say it reduces chronic diseases or the risk of chronic disease.
Yes, that's wonderful. That's really wonderful. So in each episode, we made a pact at the first one that we would talk about vitality because we don't want to lose sight of that. And we want to remind our listeners what it really means to be vital. We like to think of it as a pie with 3 slices. And the first is vital as energy. And that's about staying physically strong, mentally sharp, and engaged in life. And actually, that's probably one we're going to be talking a lot about today. And then vital as contribution, feeling essential in your family, community, and the workplace. And then vital as your health metrics. How are you doing? How's your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your overall fitness? Are you tracking that? Because so important to know. And an interesting thing about this, when I'm talking to employers about hiring seniors, I always say we have our own work-life balance because we're much more likely to say that we have doctor's appointments than the younger people that you're hiring. And you just have to help us to figure out how to be more flexible with that because it's very important to all. If we're working, it's very important to us that we stay healthy and that we have a lot of good energy and vitality to make a difference.
I think though it's more important than just the numbers, in your chart. I think it's about how you feel. It's about how you show up. I'll say that again. It's about how you show up and how you contribute to the world around you. I love that thought process, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, there needs to be intention to how we enter each space.
Yeah. So the first segment today, we're going to talk about that staying active and engaged looks different to different people. It's not a one size fits all. And for some, it means volunteering every day or doing one fitness class a week. For others, it could be learning a new skill, spending time with their family, or even starting a small business. We have a lot of people that start small businesses through clients that they get through the Seniors Job Bank, or they just want to work a small part-time job, or they don't want to work at all and they just want to volunteer. It really is not a one size fits all. And so I'm hopeful that folks don't feel pressured to stay active because of something that their friends are doing or their family says, "Oh, you should be doing this." You need to find what works for you.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point, Robin. We all have different energy levels, we have different interests, we have different lifestyles. I think the key to figuring out the right path for yourself is to figure out, number one, what brings you joy. I love that. I've had people suggest before that before you say yes or no to someone's request, take a moment to see how that response feels in your body.
Mm.
Where do you feel it? Is it something that you really want to do? Are you saying yes because you feel like that's what that person wants you to say? Or are you taking ownership of your own life and making, the decision to say yes or no to an activity because it's something that's meaningful to you? Does it bring you joy? What makes you feel fulfilled?
I'm sorry, I'm
I'm
laughing
sorry.
because my husband asked me something today, and it's something that's really important to him, but it isn't to me. And
Mm,
I wanted to say no right away, and then I'm thinking, no, this really brings him joy.
mm.
So maybe I should consider going. So I just was smiling, laughing when you were saying that because I'm thinking, no, that does not bring me joy.
Right. I mean, I guess there's space for that too, but if you're
Yeah,
doing that too often,
yeah,
then you're not giving yourself the space that you need, right? And
mm-hmm,
can you be honest with people
yeah,
about what you do and don't want to do?
yeah,
Also, what makes you feel fulfilled or gives you a greater sense of purpose? I think the benefit of not having to go to work every day is you do have time to think about what it is that you want to learn for the first
yeah,
time, what do you want to take up art classes? I know we talk about that a lot, but what is it that you haven't tried before that you want to try? And how much time and energy do I really realistically have to invest?
yes,
I mean, that's an honest answer. I get really excited when I have my family over for parties, right? I
yes.
love to throw a party. I love to decorate. I love to cook. I love the whole thing. But there are times where I think, gosh, I did not give myself nearly enough time to prepare for this. You really
Mhm.
have to be realistic about what it takes
Yeah, that
to fit
that
new things
having
in.
having
Yeah.
having company is so much bigger than what we think. And I even find too, and I have to think about this, I tend to want to make everything from scratch. So I'm standing the entire day in the kitchen, and then by the time people come, my legs hurt,
Right.
right? Right? Or at night I have cramps in my legs. I'm like, okay, what could I have done to stop myself from taking from putting all that pressure on my body,
Right. And
but
and
still
your
enjoy
mental
it
health.
and my mental health and
Right.
still enjoy having everybody over. So I'm still trying to find that.
Work in
And it's
progress.
funny, I was just going to say, I'm still trying to find that balance. And then in my notes, when I was thinking about this, I wrote, the key is balance. Right there, the key is
Yes.
balance. Like this came from the National Institute of Aging and the and AARP and CDC. They said that when you're thinking about balance, you need to prioritize your physical health. You have to cultivate mental well-being. You have to stay socially connected, and you need to find purpose in daily life and embrace flexibility and adaptability. And we'll be talking more about flexibility and adaptability coming up because it's an interesting topic, but balance is the key, right?
Mm.
Balance has always been the key, no matter how old you are, right? But here, when we're trying to stay active and stay engaged and also enjoy doing nothing if we can.
Well, I was going to mention that because I
Yeah.
think one of the things we need to remember is that choosing to go outside and devote time to listening to birds or sit by the water or meditate or walk in the woods. I mean, those, sitting down feels like a
Mhm.
passive, but it's
Mhm.
actually an intentional exercise.
Yeah.
It's giving yourself space to sit and be, which we don't do a lot as
No.
Americans, right? We are obsessed with working long hours,
Or
being
moving.
productive. Productivity is a huge marker for value, right, in this country. And so I think, really the key to balance is making sure that there's room for stillness as
Yeah.
well as
I love
movement.
that. I love that. Stillness. Yeah, because it's okay. And that's why the beauty of having a dog is that I have to get outside every day and walk her. And yeah. And it's just nature is such a wonderful gift and it's such a wonderful teacher. And if you are struggling with, you know, decisions and things like that, going outside and breathing is such a wonderful way to allow what is true for you, what is true in your soul, what is true in your heart to rise into your mind.
And it can evolve over time. What's important to you or what you enjoy right now might change in a year.
Oh, yep,
right? And that's okay. The important thing is to stay open, be open to new experiences, listen to what feels right for you. Do that check in before you say yes or no.
Yes.
So I have a little activity for our listeners and our viewers. Take a moment to write down 3 things that you currently love doing and 3 things that you'd like to try in the next few months. See where that list takes you. You might be surprised by what excites you.
Yeah, I was curious too, Rebecca. What are some of the most popular activities at the senior center for that you find that you just can't book enough sessions of them?
Yoga.
That's interesting.
Yoga, anything that combines pickleball, because there's people are very passionate about pickleball. And I find anything that combines physical activity with also some sort of mental health, wellness, meditative, overall. Yoga is one of those great things where you're physically moving your body, but you're also concentrating on breathing. And,
right.
But there are so many different programs that people are interested in, and that's kind of the beauty, right, of a senior center.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to take a commercial break. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Hi there, and welcome back to Seniors Rule Age Like a Warrior. And we're going to start this segment with community engagement and volunteering. And one of the best ways that we mentioned to stay engaged is through volunteering. Not only does it benefit the community, but it benefits you. And we'll be talking about the reciprocal benefit that you get for volunteering. And there's research from MarketWatch that says that volunteering reduces the odds of depression by 43% in retirees. That's a big number.
Big number. It's incredible. There's so many ways to get involved and to volunteer. You have local community centers, hospitals, libraries, organizations like the Senior Jobs Bank.
Right.
It's a wonderful place to go. And I know your organization connects mature workers with volunteers for paid job opportunities.
Yeah. And this is something we started in 2024. We realized that we have over 1,000 job seekers, but some of them either in between paid jobs or maybe they don't even care about the paid work, just want to be busy and be of service. And so we thought, let's start adding in volunteer jobs. So it's growing. We are going out to our community partners and just seeing if we can add more and more.
It's a huge need. I would imagine at the senior center, we have over 150 volunteers that are doing everything from helping out in our fitness center to helping run our programs, teaching, wonderful volunteer teachers.
Yeah.
Great idea for some of you who are retired professionals, but still feel the urge to share your expertise and your knowledge. Lots of places, libraries, senior centers, community centers are looking for teachers and leaders like you to help out wherever they are. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And let's not forget the power of intergenerational connections. Mentoring younger people can be one of the most rewarding experiences. If you're listening and thinking, I don't know where to start, we can help you. We can help you. Just check in with the Seniors Job Bank or the senior centers, and we can help you get to research how you can help with intergenerational mentoring. You can talk to social services. You can talk to the schools. I'm sure they would love that, tutors and things of that nature.
Girls and Boys Club.
Oh, Girls and Boys Club.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Volunteering doesn't have to be a huge commitment. It could be simple. as spending an hour or a week, at a food pantry
Yeah.
or tutoring a student. And for those who love to work, like we were saying, there's so many great ways to get involved. We just mentioned what you can do if you're a retired professional, want to bring your expertise out. But if you're a book lover, you could volunteer at a library by reading to children or helping with community events. Enjoy history. You can become a docent at a
Yeah.
museum or a historical society. Are you great with animals? There are animal shelters you can reach out to help with walk dogs or fostering pets. Lots of
Yeah.
different options.
That's really great advice, Rebecca. And we talked about a little bit that volunteering isn't just about giving, it's about receiving.
Mm,
And it just feels good. It feels good to be of help. And it feels good to be of help with no expectations.
mm,
It's just a wonderful way to be. Many volunteers also say they gain new friendships.
it's true.
They learn new skills, and they actually feel, feel, feel healthier volunteering
And fulfilled.
and fulfilled.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's not forget virtual volunteering.
Mm,
Now you can mentor students, assist nonprofits with administrative tasks, or even help write letters to nursing homes, all from the comfort of your own home.
mm,
So
good point.
I'd love to actually even learn more about that one because I'd like to find out where those opportunities are so we could put them in our volunteer bank. So Audrey Hepburn was obviously, everyone knows, a wonderful actress. And when she retired, she got very involved in UNICEF and she became their Goodwill ambassador. And I love what she said. She said, as you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself and the other for helping others.
Mm,
And I thought that was just really beautiful because she really did embrace that about just what do I do now? And she just used her influence with UNICEF, which was
mm.
wonderful.
It's beautiful. Another fantastic way to stay engaged is lifelong learning, which of course I'm a huge proponent of, right? At the
Yeah.
senior center, there's so many opportunities today, whether you take online courses, local workshops, or even learning a new language. And if
Mhm.
you're over 65, I know that some of the higher education institutes offer free
Yeah.
experiences to learn for free or for reduced cost.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be formal. It can be as simple as picking up a new book or listening to an educational podcast or attending a lecture at your local library or your senior center.
Yeah. So AARP research says that seniors who pursue lifelong learning experiences have higher self-esteem and happiness.
Mm.
So where's the downside there, right? There is none.
Exactly, exactly.
Um, and really even technology makes it easier than ever to continue growing. There are websites like Coursera, Coursera, or Udemy, Edemy, and even free university courses like you
Mhm.
shared previously. So if you're a hands-on learner, you might enjoy taking a community college class or joining a hobby group, whether it's woodworking, knitting, gardening, cooking, whatever floats your boat is
Exactly.
now. And you may say, gosh, I meant to take that class for the last 30 years. Well, now you can.
That's
Right.
right. That's right. And don't forget that learning new things has real health benefits. A study published by the Journal of Neurology said people who engage in mentally stimulating activities later in life have a lower risk of developing dementia.
Mm.
We also saw a lot of studies published after COVID showing that the isolation really helped accelerate dementia
Mm.
in people that were home and isolated. And I think it's a reminder that, we need one another. It's so important to be connected, whether you're volunteering, learning,
Yeah.
going to a senior center, working for the seniors job bank. It's just important to be engaged and connected to others on so
Yeah,
many levels.
for sure. So powerful lifelong learning doesn't just help us grow, it actually helps protect our brains. As you know,
Mhm.
sometimes we think we have to take on something big, but small challenges are just as valuable. Even something like doing a crossword puzzle or a puzzle. right? Or trying a new recipe can keep your mind active. One of the things I was thinking about is, or I think about it, I'm so reliant on my GPS. And I wonder if that's having an impact, because I think that was a skill too, figuring out, okay, where am I? How do I get there? Although I think GPS is way better than when we would hold those MapQuest maps in our hands. That was not good.
Agreed.
So, but I think if you're in town, I would invite you not to put your GPS on if you're going from one side of town to the other, and just say, well, I wonder how, if I go through this neighborhood, will I get there? And what is this street? I think it's good for the brain. And also, there's so much going on in the world, and I don't want this to turn into a political conversation, but I think staying abreast of current events is more important now than ever to help you make informed decisions, as well as perhaps making sure that you're up to date on financial literacy, like how do you do your own budget? Are you comfortable with your investments and your retirement planning? So I think all of that can be wrapped right into lifelong learning, and making sure that you feel like you're in control of your destiny to the best that we can in any given situation.
I know a lot of the younger generations really rely heavily on YouTube and other online resources for their learning. They're always hungry, trying to, pick up on various topics of various interests. So if anyone is tech savvy, I would recommend doing a little research on YouTube if you want to learn things as well.
Yes. Okay. So
if you've always wanted to take a painting class or write a book or learn photography, today is the day. This is your time. Calling all people. And what's great is that learning can be a social activity too. Join a book club, attend a lecture, find an online community of people who share your interests.
That's great. So I want to end this segment with Eleanor Roosevelt said, I think at a child's birth, if a mother could ask for a fairy godmother to endow it with the most useful gift, that gift should be curiosity. So curiosity, stay curious, folks. And so we've covered a lot today. We've talked about the power of purpose, the benefits of volunteering, staying strong, whether it's signing up for a class, volunteering, or simply reconnecting with an old passion.
So yes, if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a friend, follow us on social media. And until next time, keep thriving.
Yep. Thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see you next month, where we'll be discussing redefining work and purpose in your later years through Encore Careers, entrepreneurship, and other interesting topics. So take care, everybody.
And don't forget, it's okay to sit and listen to the birds for a few minutes.
Yes, absolutely. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to Seniors Rule Age Like a Warrior. Join us every second Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio. Seniors Rule is here to dismantle the myths around aging, empowering you to embrace your wisdom and experiences as assets that drive personal and societal change. For more information and to connect with us, visit seniorsrulenow.com.